Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's ladyblaxican. I just wanted to jump on here real quick to provide a quick update on the tragic situation that took place in Lancaster, California. I will link for you below my original video on this situation for more background. But shout out to Paris Milan. She did a full breakdown of this story as well. So this quick update comes courtesy of her because I didn't actually realize that she broke the story as well. And in her breakdown, she was able to get down to the nitty gritty of a lot of detail. So check out her video for the full length version of the detail. But I'm going to go ahead and just give you the gist right here. So a little bit of background information on the grandmother. According to Paris Milan, her name is Erica. She was in her 50s and worked for the state of California as a correctional officer for the Department of Corrections. And she was on her way to retirement. Along with her is her 4 grandchildren, and it is unknown what their exact ages are, but some news resources are saying that they were under the age of 12, as young as an infant, a couple of months old. Paris Milan, I believe, according to her, finds that the oldest child's estimated age is 11 or 12. Another bit of detail that she was able to bring forth was the daughter. Her name is Tiana, and her and the hyena were going through a divorce. According to Paris Milan, it is unclear if it was ongoing. There is a little bit of inconsistencies in terms of finalizing a divorce when you look at the historical data of their court hearings. It is unclear if they were still working on things or if it was in the process of being finalized. But either way, they're in the middle of a divorce, according to Paris Milan. And so it could be said that, in order to hurt his wife, because maybe she is getting at her breaking point, maybe he did this to not have to pay child support or alimony payments, also to hurt her. I think it's clear that he did this to hurt her. I think that it's clear that this man was losing control of the situation. And as a final means to get his sick and twisted power back, this is what he decided to do. What's also very scary is Paris Milan was able to dig up the social media of this hyena. And she read a bunch of posts written by him that just talked about all this Bible thumping stuff. Now, she pointed out, and I completely agree, that he has the dust pathology, the whole 50-50 mentality, the whole we're not on this earth to, be here just for money. God put you here for a reason. He also had a post that he did for his daughter on National Daughters Day, where he was talking about how blessed he was to have her in his life and how she actually saved him at times. So you just can't get more sick and twisted. Another point I want to make, and I completely agree with Paris Milan because she also mentioned this point, is that you got to be very, very weary of these Bible thumpers. If you're secure in your spirituality, you don't have to project it onto people. And this is something that I had to learn growing up in a church. If you're secure in your spirituality, if you're secure in your higher being, the higher purpose, your God, or whatever you want to call it, you don't have to project all this forceful supposed wannabe positive affirmations onto people. Your relationship with God is very personal. And you should just be able to live in your truth and live in your high purpose organically without having to force all these affirmations, because clearly these affirmations that this hyena was posting on his social media were BS. And that just goes to show you that you got to be careful of these Bible thumpers. I know firsthand, growing up in the church, that Bible thumping hyenas are of the worst breed. They are the biggest hypocrites, and they try to hide behind this supposed love that they have for the Lord, but they go against every principle that's in the Bible. They do not respect their wives. They don't take care of their children. They, the list could go there. They're liars. They're cheaters. They're adulterers. They put your body health at risk. You know what I mean? And it just goes against every principle. And when you're a Bible thumper who believes in the existence of where the devil lives, the fiery pits, you wouldn't do half the things that you do. And this is why I made that video of hyenas serving their actual master, being the devil. Because you can't go into church knowing all these scriptures, knowing all these accolades, knowing better, essentially, and do half the things that they do. Oh, but they do half the things they do and more. So there's no fear for their soul at all. Or they just figure they can just be like, oh, Lord, forgive me, and be done with it. They love that whole scripture that talks about forgiving somebody 70 times 7 times a day. Oh, they love that. That just gives them full liberty to commit sins and commit evils daily. And all they got to do is just say, Lord, forgive me, I didn't mean it. And think that secures their souls. Look at all these hyena rappers with their Jesus pieces. But they don't believe anything Jesus stood for. Now, y'all know that this is not a religious channel, so I'm not going there. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisies. But the bottom line with regards to this tragic situation is we have a black woman and 4 black children, innocent children who are no longer with us because of the well-known evils that we are aware of as black women, and me as an ally who is a part of the black community and has been part of the black community my entire life. We know of these evils that exist in hyenas. And this surviving black woman, Tiana, now has to deal with unimaginable grief. Unimaginable grief, y'all. I can't imagine it. I just can't. And that's why it's just so heartbreaking to think about what this woman is going through. I don't know what else to say. All I can do is just continue to lift this woman up in my prayers and my I don't know what is going to get her through this, but whatever it is, I hope that process fast tracks for her. Because the unimaginable pain, y'all, my heart breaks. So I'll just close this out and just say that this is just a unnecessary unimaginable, and to quote Paris Milan, senseless. It's all those things. A reiteration of why divestment is so important and why you cannot completely divest as long as you continue to associate with hyenas. To quote divested zealot, shout out to my boo thing. If you're listening, boo, I love you. If they're really allies, they're going to have our back whether or not we lift them up. Because at the end of the day, you cannot fully divest with them in your life. You just can't. There's a spectrum of evil that they all fall under. And like I said before, I don't want to find out what level you fall under. Because even the most minute level of evil that exists within hyenas, it literally can shift your whole entire life to being happy to miserable. And I'm sure with this situation as an example, that's an underwhelming and an understatement. Because there are no words for this evil. There are none. But anyways, I just wanted to bring forth this quick update. Check out Paris Milan's full breakdown. She really gets down to the nitty gritty. You'll see for yourself what I'm talking about. I'll link her video below as well. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Y'all stay safe. As I said before, it's winter. Y'all seen the first snowfall that I posted the other day. So please be safe. Stay inside. Definitely just plan out each day. Be very tactful about your routines and cognizant of what it is that we're dealing with here. Because it's not just some physical battle. This is spiritual warfare. And divestment is the weapon to counter it. I love y'all. Stay safe. And I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out.